All right, all right. What's going on, my people? How you guys doing? This is EB Crypto. EB Crypto, Family Cash Machine, Follow the Money. And it's been a while since I came to you guys live. I don't really like to do lives because a lot of times the connections get cut off or whatever. You know, it's always some kind of interesting scenarios when I go live. But anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about why you have to think differently about money today. Money is the thing that we've never had to really think about. Most of us in our 40s and 50s and 30s and 20s and even 60s, we never really had to analyze money because it's been something that has been pretty much taken care of by our governments. Now, I need you guys to like, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell so you can get notifications as I go live and I do more videos educating you guys about why this day and time you need to really change your mindset about money, because we've given too much of our ability or given too much of our freedoms to governments that have regulated money and created money. And money is not really something you want to allow governments to regulate. It's been a disastrous history with that result. And all you got to do is look at the history of Germany, look at the history of Zimbabwe, India, Greece, all of these countries, and now China. There's a disturbing story that came out about China where hundreds of thousands and millions of people who money in the bank have now been pretty much gone. It's gone because they did an advertising in China of this deposit to deposit your money in a certain bank. It was commercials all over, and they were giving back a certain interest rate on your money in this quote unquote bank account. And it was a bank, but the bank was giving back basically yield on the money. So therefore, the government's FDIC, what will be equivalent to their FDIC, is not helping the people because they're saying, well, that was an investment and not a savings. But they didn't market that as an investment. They basically have riots right now going on in China because millions of people now, money is gone. They have been limited to withdrawals, and many people who had hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars in the bank, it's gone. And it's devastating. And this can happen in America because Joe Biden just recently signed 14076 executive order to control all your funds in the bank, to survey and to monitor and to have the ability to surveillance every American, which they've been doing that, but now it's executive order to where they legally can do that. Just pretty much monitor everybody, okay? Survey all your phones, survey everything you're doing, satellites, and they can control your money in the bank. This executive order just went through. It's one of the most un-American things that has ever happened. But again, they're setting you guys up. And this is what cryptocurrency was all about in the beginning. If you guys watch Banking on Bitcoins, the beginning and the inception of cryptocurrency was to put us in positions where we didn't have to trust governments and financial institutions with all of our life savings, okay? And that's exactly what we do. We put all of our money in the bank. When we get 100,000, 200,000, when we save up a substantial amount of money, we put it in the bank. Well, cryptocurrency was created so you don't have to do that. So you can be 100% in possession and control of the value that you create in your life. Now, I'm not saying don't use banks. I'm saying you don't want to get caught with your pants down when it's economy belly up and you have everything you ever owned in life in the bank. So you want to have options. You want to have other options where you can diversify and put certain savings away where nobody can control it but you. And that's what cryptocurrency was really designed for. And you've never seen me really do a lot of graphs. I don't really go on the internet and show a lot of graphs and show these different candlesticks. I know how to do candlesticks. I traded for 7 years on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, mainly currencies. So if anybody knows candlesticks, Japanese candlesticks and patterns and indicators, it's me. But I don't do that because I don't want people to come into this industry solely thinking this is about Bitcoin up, Bitcoin down, Ethereum up, Ethereum down. I didn't want to do that. I wanted people to understand there's more to it than just this going up and down. Now, when more people understand that Bitcoin is a store of value, meaning that if you put money in there and let it sit, you can't lose. And some people say, well, Bitcoin's down now. Yeah, but 2 years ago, if you'd have bought Bitcoin, it was 9,000. 3 years ago, it was 3,000. So long term, how did you lose? So it's something that you can store that's not predicated on banks, interest rates, governments, executive orders, none of that. And it's something that you can solely possess secretly, privately, undisrupted. And that's something that we need in this day and age, because I don't trust these governments because, you know, look at China. They bellied up on everybody's money. It happened in Greece. It happened in India. It happened in Zimbabwe. It happened in Venezuela. It happened in Germany, which created the World War II. All of this stuff is not new. So cryptocurrency was designed and created as a individual asset that can't be controlled or disrupted by banks or governments, but the individuals who possess that asset can maintain their value without a bank pulling a rug on. So that's what I want to do this video about. I want to basically tell you guys, and I keep singing the same song, is that cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all these different coins are not just up and down, or the market's up and down. It is now mimicking Wall Street because 90% of the individuals that come into this industry have a Wall Street mindset with cryptocurrency. So their behavior is that of Wall Street. But in reality, there's so many benefits to the people to have cryptocurrency. It's so many benefits to the people versus governments, financial institutions, or banks. I'm gonna give you an example. Just recently, a friend of mine called me and said, hey, I'm trying to send money to Africa, but I can't. He sent it through Walmart, they sent it back. He sent it through Western Union, they sent it back. He sent it through MoneyGram, they sent it back. They purposely keep Africa underdeveloped, and they keep Africa with small funnels of revenue so they can control the revenue that comes in and out of Africa. Now, some individuals in America have family in Africa. There's a lot of Africans that come to America and they want to get money back to their loved ones. Well, they make it very difficult. And if they stop your transaction, who are they to stop you from supporting your family, supporting your wife, supporting your mother, supporting, emergencies, or being able to transact anything around the world? This is what cryptocurrency was made for. It was made to give the people the power to transact whenever, wherever, however they want. Now, the reason I'm saying all this, because the minute that we understand that this is something that we control, this is something we can store our value in, and it can't be disrupted and it can't be confiscated. The minute we understand that this is something we can transact freely with and express our human rights by supporting whatever we want to support through the freedom of transactions, cryptocurrency will just soar, and it will never, ever take too many big dips because people are now using it for its use case versus, oh, it's up, oh, it's down, oh, it's in, oh, it's out. This is not the whole purpose of it, okay? Now, of course, we all want to make money. There's no question. But we all want to maintain a certain sense of freedom. And we all want to maintain a certain sense of, being able to control our own transactions. That's what crypto was really made for. It's revolutionary in a sense that it gives the power back to the people to not only control value, but to transact value all over the world within seconds without being disrupted. Wow, that's powerful. And as now money is becoming more and more and more restricted. Transactions are more and more and more restricted. First they use drugs, then they use terrorism, then they use this, then they use that. There's so many different reasons that they conjure up to control transactions. Now, I'm going to say this. The individual, the government, or whatever financial institutions that prescribe for you the diameter of your transactions also has prescribed for you the circumference of your activities. Basically, the diameter, they know what you can do and what you can't do, what you can send, what you can't send, how you can send it, how you can't send it, what they're going to charge you, or if they're going to even permit that transaction to go through. So knowing the diameter of what they prescribe for us, they already know the circumference of our activities. Wow. So let's control our own diameters of transaction. Let's control our ability to transact. Let's control our ability to create value. It's not about money, it's about value. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin can sell for $20,000 a coin because that is its value. That's what someone will pay for. So it's not money, it's value. So because it's $20,000 per coin, I can sell for currency $20,000 per coin. Let's work on value. Let's focus on value, not money. It's about value because that value can be exchanged for money. It can be exchanged for goods. It can be exchanged for services. It can be exchanged for whatever you want to exchange it for. But this is what crypto was made for, as an option. An option because they saw the cryptographers, the cypherpunks, Satoshi Nakamoto, Hal Finney, Nick Szabo, all of these different cypherpunks, Timothy May, all of these guys. They saw where governments were using technology to not only monitor transactions, but to control transactions, to limit transactions. And that's monitoring, controlling, and limiting your activities. So again, you guys, watch the video out about China. It's recent. Thousands and thousands and millions of people now, money is gone by trusting banks. That's exactly what's coming to America. It's coming. They already have debt up to the eyeballs. The economy is crashing. Inflation is coming. More and more money to do the same thing. So eventually they can freeze up your money in the bank. They just signed the executive order to do that. 14076. Look it up. Jim Crow Joe signed it. So again, you're going to have to remember to make sure all of your value is not in these banks. So with that, I'm going to sign out. This is EB Crypto, Family Cash Machine. Follow the money, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.